Well, hey there, welcome back to Mantic Storing Works. So today on the workbench we're going to start working on this Partscaster build. The Seafoam Green Stratocaster body, or I called it Minty. It's probably more like Seafoam. And this really pretty roasted maple neck here. So we're going to put this together, neck to the body. So here's the neck plate, some screws, and we don't have any holes on the back here of the neck, so we're going to have to locate them using the body, right? So let's get started. Okay, since everything is brand new and not scratched or anything, I'm going to put down a towel over here just to help ensure that I don't scratch anything up. I can't promise I won't scratch something up. It's pretty hard to not put a tiny little ding somewhere here or there, but I will try my best. So, the owner said that it fit pretty well into the body, so the neck pocket here was pretty snug when he tried it out himself. So let's have a look here. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I push that in all the way. Yeah. Okay, that feels good. Looks good. So I have to mark these holes now, right? So you have to make sure that the neck is in there nicely. That's good. Pushed all the way in. So we're going to mark where the holes go in the neck. So the best way I know to mark holes accurately like this is to use a transfer punch set. Comes in all these different sizes, and in this case we're going to use one that's 3/16 of an inch, and it's got a flat end and then a little pointed end. So what you want to do is get one that fits in the holes nice and snug, so it's nice and straight up and down. There's a little bit of paint there. There we go. Okay, that's going to be the one. Okay, so I want to make sure that the neck is engaged in the pocket very well. So I'm just going to put a little extra layer of towel. There we go. So it pushes that in. We're in a good spot. Okay, I'm feeling good about how square and tight that is. Now, using the pointy end of the punch, push that in. Just let it touch the neck. Just give it a few taps. I like to just check, make sure the neck hasn't moved or anything. That's good. Okay, put that over here. See how we did. It is nice and snug. All right. Should be able to see that. We've got 4 holes nicely located. Perfect. So one thing you want to check here is that the hole that goes through the body is large enough to allow the screw to slide through without engaging the thread. So you should be able to push these screws right, just like that. That's perfect. So you should never be threading through the body and then the neck. You just go through the body and then your threads actually only engage with the neck. That's it. Okay, so what kind of diameter hole should we be drilling? So you want to drill not to the width of the threads on your screw here, but you basically on the shaft of the screw. So if I look at that, that's just over 4 millimeters, 160 thousandths, 5/32 of an inch. So I want something that's a little bit smaller in diameter than that. So I'm going to want to drill a hole that's about 7/64. So that way, and this is a hardwood too, so that way the threads have something to bite into, the hole's not too wide, and then the screws are sort of wobbling around in there. But I always do test that first, so let me do that. Alright, well, you can see I've got a test block. This is maple, so hardwood, of course, so I'm going to pick a spot that hasn't been used yet. So that's a 7/64 drill bit, and I don't think that's big enough. I think I'm going to want 1/8, to be honest. Let's see, especially because it's hardwood. Okay, seems to be going in fine. I'm going to drill a 1/8 inch hole right beside it. And see if that feels a little easier. It still grabs well. Okay, the battery died there, but this is a 1/8 inch pilot hole. And that's grabbing in there really well. So I think we're going to go with 1/8. 7/64 is going to be too tight. I don't want to crack anything or strip the screw thread at all. Okay. Okay, the next thing you have to consider is how deep of a pilot hole are you putting into the neck here, right? So I'm going to take one of the screws, I'm going to take the plate, which has a plastic base, I guess you'd call it. I'm going to put that through one of the holes, put it down, and see how much it sticks up. And it looks like 11.8 millimeters, 15-30 seconds, so a little less than ½ an inch. Let me try that on a couple of holes just to be sure they're drilled evenly. But now you don't want to go just to the same depth. You want to go just a little bit deeper, but we've got lots of room in the neck there. Measure that again. Yeah, 31/64, so it's just under ½ an inch. Okay. And if we look at our neck, we can see that we have up under the fingerboard 47/64, so 48/64, which is 3/4 of an inch. So we have lots of neck here. So I think if we go in about ½ an inch or so, that should be just enough. Okay, so I'm here at the drill press, really the best place to do this kind of thing. I've marked off right here. So this is going to be the depth of drilling, so I want to stop at when I hit that green tape, just as a visual line. And what I'm going to do is put that, make a stop my drill press like that. So once I get to that line, I can adjust my stop. And I've already checked that my drill is 90 degrees to the table with this 3-2-1 block or 1-2-3 block. Everything's good and square. And now I'm going to set that depth. I'm just bringing the drill bit down to where I just see it. So I hit that green tape, and I can lock my depth stop there. So I know it's not going to go any further than that. That's good. We should be good to go. Double check. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to make sure I hold this down flat. And just go slow and steady. There we go. Okay. Okay, all done. So I might have to drill them a little deeper, not sure. I'm just going to use a chamfer bit just by hand here. Just turn that a little bit. It's always good to clean off the top of the hole like that, prevents chip out. You don't need to use your drill for that, just by hand is good, providing your chamfer bit's sharp. There we go. So it's always a good idea, just make sure there's nothing in there. It's always a good idea when you're screwing into hardwood like this, especially the first time when there aren't any threads that have already been sort of carved in there. Use some wax, so that'll help. So if you take just a little bit of wax, there's a couple of ways. I mean, you can use the screw itself and wax the threads like this. Don't forget, there's only about a ½ inch or so that's actually going in the wood, right? So that'll help it get in there. You can also just sort of carve out a little bit of wax. Of course, it's not cooperating with me. And just put a little bit in the hole. Don't forget this guitar, we're going to have the body on top of that, but you put a little bit in the hole, and that way you know it's going to be in there. So yeah, moral of the story, use some wax and hardwood. Okay, I'm going to position the body. It's good, feels good there. I'm going to get one screw in. Feel like it's lining up? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's good. Put the plate on. It's an interesting plate. It's got like a, I don't know, some sort of matte finish. Put that on. Get the screws where they should go. Again, we've got them all waxed up. Just turn it by hand, make sure it feels like it's going in where it should go. And I always check, just keep sort of checking, make sure everything's lined up. Now, this is definitely not something you do with a power drill. Certainly not the first time you install the neck onto the body. So I'm just going to get this going. Yeah, that feels good. Again, just sort of snugged in. I'm going to flip it over and check the alignment. Alright, it's grabbing really nice. And that wax helps so much. Let's flip that over. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that looks really good. It's right in there tight. Nice. Okay. Tighten these up. I don't have to go crazy right now, but I'll make sure everything feels like it's where it should be. Okay. Alright, it's starting to look like a guitar now. This seafoam green looks really sharp. Roasted maple neck. So everything fits really nicely in there. Well, as nice as it will, because that's how it came. Yeah, so it looks really good. Alright, next steps, I believe I'm going to put on the pick guard, because then we have to locate the trem system, and I'll do the tuners as well. It'll really start to look like a guitar. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments. See you in the next one.